För länge sedan i galaxen. Långt, långt borta. Konflikt mellan två grupper av mandalorier. En anförs av den som ska vara den verkliga mandalorien, Shai Vishla. Den andra anförs av Heta Kol, hennes rival. Och här är en Twi'lek som ser på här. Rikan kämpar verkligen för Heta Kols klan.
The Field Marshal is waiting for news. I've got reports from 4 other teams who have successfully destroyed supply convoys. But one team still hasn't checked in.
Hans syster Sahar som snappar upp något här. Det var hon som en gång fick det här vapnet, det här hemliga vapnet, en holokron av från Darth Nord. Och här är hjälten, det här är min skapade Jedi-riddare som jag skapat med hjälp av teknikerna och som tillsammans med Sahar ger sig ut i galaxen. Sahar, lite vimsig men mycket målmedveten.
Is everything all right?
If you're out looking for me, I expect something's gone wrong.
Nothing is wrong at the moment. No more than usual, at least. But there is an urgent matter that requires your attention. Some very powerful Republic representatives have insisted on sharing their concerns about the hidden chain. Particularly the alarming increase in violent attacks on non-Mandalorian targets. They've asked to meet as soon as possible.
I'm focused on too many things to waste time defending Shay's failures.
They have questions about the situation, and since you've dealt with the hidden chain directly, the only person they will accept answers from is you. It certainly doesn't help that the increased surveillance of Shay's movements has provided nothing useful since she disappeared. Despite the considerable amount of intelligence resources spent keeping an eye on her, the trail has gone cold. Her absence during all of this has the potential to paint us in a very poor light.
Shay is leaving me little choice. I can't keep hiding this.
The situation is less than ideal, of course, but involving the Republic may only invite further complications. They're more insistent than I thought. I'll find a suitable room for the meeting. Everything will be ready when you are.
Glad you could join us. Now that everyone's here, there are a few concerns I'm hoping you can clear up.
We've received a full report from On Paralan regarding the events of Ord Mantell, but we would also like to hear things from your perspective. Now that raids perpetrated by the Hidden Chain Mandalorians have increased in quantity and intensity, it is especially urgent that we hear from anyone who has faced them.
Arn has been very helpful, there's no denying that. But he wasn't there the entire time you were on Kessen's Landing. You have information he doesn't. How did you know about the situation on Ord Mantell? Who sent you there in the first place, and why?
I reminded them that you work with the Mandalorians. Most of them, anyway. I explained how that's probably where you got the intel.
Yes, but I think you can see why we're starting to feel a little uncomfortable. You and your organization are part of the Republic. A valued part. But the standing of some of your people within the Republic, well, that gets a little hazy.
The Mandalorians work with you, but we never brokered official terms with them when the Alliance was absorbed by the Republic.
Technically, we don't have any obligation to fight the Hidden Chain, on anyone's behalf. Not as long as they leave us alone. I won't ask you to reevaluate the cost of working with the Mandalorians. We don't have the authority to do that, or to tell you to keep them in check. But their war is creeping into Republic territory. We'll need to respond soon. I have a lot of very intelligent people who tell me that's not the case.
We've made attempts to contact Mandalore, but they've all fallen through. Dispatches to her second-in-command have also gone unanswered.
Is there any way you can connect us? I'd like to know where Shay thinks this war is heading. I'm sure she appreciates that hands-off approach to your partnership, but I'm a little confused. What do you mean you don't know where she is? How did you lose contact with the leader of the Mandalorians? Tell me you're not about to cut this short. I'm not comfortable leaving our conversation with this many unanswered questions. We'll be contacting you again soon.
It's me. I think I just found a way to get Darth Maul's holocron away from Hedda. I can't give you all the details over holocron. Too many ears listening. Meet me on Mek-Sha. When you get here, stop by the Slugfall Cantina. I'll leave you something to help find me. You made it. Not that I thought you wouldn't, I'm just relieved is all. I picked up a lot of things hiding out on Ossus. We had to. When you don't have a lot of parts to work with, you learn to adapt. My brother and I used to hide in here a lot. Rakan was always looking for a way out of chore time at the orphanage. I liked helping out, but I also liked going on adventures with Rakan, so I started hiding too. I used to dream about coming back here for him. My master never knew. I didn't want him to think that I was ungrateful, or that he'd made the wrong decision, taking someone who kept looking backward. But I think he did make the wrong decision. Maybe if I'd said it sooner, none of this would be happening. Hedda wouldn't have the holocron. She wouldn't have Rakan. I know. But if it wasn't for me... It doesn't matter. We're going to fix this. That holocron is dangerous. More than any of us understand. We have to get it away from Hedda. The machine that she's building, it doesn't work without Darth Nul's holocron, or without the plans inside it. All we have to do is get the holocron out of there, and Hedda loses both the machine and something she never should have had in the first place. It's... You'll see what I mean, once we get close. The machine is on one of Hedda's most heavily guarded ships. There's only one way on it. And that's with a specially built shuttle, one they use to round up... prisoners. No, that's not... They wouldn't be Hedda's prisoners if it weren't for the machine. The machine, I don't really understand how it works. Something reaches out, and it's like turning on a light, or a forgotten childhood memory rushing back. If you ever thought you once felt the Force, no matter who you've become, an outlaw, a farmer, a soldier, you feel it again. Hedda said I could help these people. help them understand their connection to the Force. She said no one else would. She didn't say anything about making them fight in her war. Hedda will do anything to win. She doesn't understand the cost. She doesn't care. You're not telling me anything I haven't learned the hard way. Hedda thinks this machine will just awaken powerful soldiers ready to fight for her. But the people Hedda captures, the machine revealed their connection to the Force. It doesn't make them soldiers any more than they were before. But that doesn't matter to Hedda. She wanted me to just... Even if I wanted to, I don't know how to train anyone to fight. If we don't do something, a lot of innocent people will die. We have to destroy the machine, and we have to get as many of Hedda's prisoners as we can off that ship. I've got a few things worked out. I know where we can get the shuttle that we'll need. One of the Hidden Chain strike teams was sent to take captives from Hedda. They must not have been too careful around the huts. They've run into trouble with the local crime lord and they're stranded there. It's a long shot. But if we can get to Hedda and find out where that strike team ended up, we can steal their shuttle. It'll take us right to Hedda's machine. I don't know all the details, other than the strike team was sent to the Minbusa district. It's probably best if we head there separately. It might raise too much suspicion otherwise. I'll see you there. Hey, good thing you're here. I've already had a few close calls. I'm waiting on a lead to meet with me. Come find us in the cantina. We have a problem. I know. I keep telling myself that. This was supposed to be simple. But it might be impossible. The Hidden Chain strike team assigned to Hedda have to be somewhere in this district. But... I don't know what to do. Slaves are rebelling. The Hut in charge here locked down everything. No one's getting in or out. How do we even start looking for that shuttle? I'm not looking the other way while these people die. Or get taken by the Hidden Chain who are still out there. Hedda's ruined too many lives. And I'm not going to let her hurt anyone else. I passed the point of no return a while ago. Let's go. See the shuttle.
Hey! Over here! Thank the stars you took care of those Mandos.
They came in a shuttle. Do you know where it is?
No, but you let me out and I'll help you search for anything. One of them has to have a security key.
While I put in the security code, you can tell me about that Mandalorian shuttle.
Give her a second.
That's all right. But just so you know, Wherever that shuttle is, you're not getting anywhere near it in this lockdown. Get all of us out of here, and we can help you work around all the security.
Move, while we still have a chance!
Thank you!
That's everyone.
Is there somewhere safe you can go?
There's a pilot commissary here that the Mandos cleared out. We'll hunker down in there. We'll put our feelers out for this shuttle you're looking for, but tracking it down could take a while. We've got a few ideas to speed things up. Just ask around.
There's no news about
Good news? We found that shuttle.
things
Bad
about
news.
Mandalorian
It's locked up tight in the Tabana gas refinery. I know a way in. Get into the gas tunnels and look for crates with red markings. They'll lead you right into the refinery.
Lockdown measures are in effect. Escape is impossible. Those who attempt to do so will be liquidated.
We need to regroup.
Stars. This is horrible. Someone's in charge of all these guards.
Let's find them.
These slaves never learned their lesson! Get back! Know your place! Sindhu will pay me triple for this! All available units! They are not slaves! Bring reinforcements! Code Thesh! Intruders have breached the perimeter!
The Mandalorians who came here. Where is their shuttle?
How dare you! Invading my home! Disrupting my business! These ungrateful wretches belong to me! I'll have your head for leading them astray!
I'm not involved with anything that's happening here.
That is not how it appears to me!
Why would I lie to you?
You expect me to believe it a coincidence that my slaves rebel now, just as you and those thieving Mandalorians crawl out of the woodwork together? You must know the Hutt Cartel will not look kindly on this act of aggression, despite your previous feeble attempts at a partnership. Your Republic friends will regret what you have done here. I will personally ensure it. They will rue the day you dared to challenge the majestic Yusindu.
Don't do it.
Over here! This way!
What's going on? Who are you?
No time for that! You're looking for a Mando shuttle, right? I know where to find it.
How did you?
Just come on! What other option do you have?
All right. Lead the way.
No, wait! We can help you!
I've got this! If you want to help, the best way is to get to our safe house. I'll explain more there. Get to the tunnels, I'll tell you over comms how to get there. Now go! Hurry!
That was completely reckless. What were you thinking?
We were trapped. What else was I supposed to do?
Let's just hope we find a way out of this mess, quickly.
I sure hope you made it into the tunnels. Or this won't make much sense.
We're in the tunnels.
Good! You're going to end up at an intersection with 4 connections. Go north from there. Once you go up the big ramp, make sure you're heading east. Did you make it to the scaffolding yet? If so, you're almost there.
Am I supposed to climb down into whatever that is down there?
Oh, it's fine. The best part about it, No one who works for Yusindu would ever dream of getting near it. Watch your step on the way down.
Good, you're safe. Adi told me you were coming. He'll be here soon.
Racket. We lost Treva. In the courtyard.
Blast it! She was our only way into the alarm systems.
I know. But I'm hoping these fine people can help us pick up the slack. Quick introductions. I'm Adi. This is Racket. Pretty sure we know who you are. But what do we call you?
I'm, Sahar.
Great. You probably noticed, but we're trying to get a lot of people out from under the tail of Yusindu, our esteemed employer. You also probably noticed it's not going well. That I did. Word's getting around. Some of our people back in town said that you were looking for a Mando shuttle. As fate would have it, you're after the same thing we are. More or less. The shuttle is in the refinery's hangar, the same place we're trying to get into. We've spent months working out a way to break in, but after that explosion, we're short a lot of the people we needed to make this work. You help us see this through, and we'll all get into that hangar. Right to that Mando shuttle you're looking for. It would be impossible for us not to. Once we're inside the hangar, you get your shuttle, and we get out of here. I promise the only way we're getting in there is if we work together. Yusindu locked everything down once he realized we were fighting our way out. Like clockwork.
When Mandalorians showed up, we thought that was the end. Turns out they had nothing to do with Yusindu.
He locked up the Mando shuttle, the one you're after, in the refinery hangar, along with every ship, speeder, and cargo loader in the district. There are enough shuttles in there to get all of us out of here. Off Hutta. To freedom. We just need to get into that hangar.
You will. We'll help you. Right? What else are we supposed to do? If we don't help them, how many more people will die for us to get what we came for?
If it helps, what we need to be done should be very simple for the two of you.
The same can't be said if you decide to take on Yusindu and his infinite number of goons on your own. We need to get them out of the way.
We also need to make sure our people can defend themselves against any surprises that might be waiting in the hangar.
We've tried this enough times to have worked out all the kinks. If we're going to hit Yusindu where it hurts, we need weapons, explosives, ways to take out his fancy guards.
We really only need enough to clear a safe path to the shuttles.
We know exactly what needs to be done. We just need the bodies to do it.
And we need to help them stay alive in the process. We've got everything broken down over here. Give it a look when you're ready to get started.
We're off to a good start. Just need to reroute a few more pipelines.
This is a lot of Tabana gas we're rerouting, right?
It sure is. And we're not done yet.
Racket! This is enough! blowing a hole in one wall. We don't need to build up this much pressure.
We do if we're going to blow up the whole refinery on our way out of here.
What? Only the maintenance droids can purge the Tabana gas from the pipelines. Look for a maintenance terminal that'll let you slice into it. Got the droid? Activate the pipeline scrubbers. They'll dump all the Tabana gas to waste collection. Watch out for Yusindu's guards. This is outside the scheduled maintenance window. We'll know something's up. Nice work! We've got someone headed to waste collection to pick up the Tabana gas. Please! This is too risky!
I know it is, but we need to hit Yusinda where it hurts most. In his bank account.
Our people can just as easily be caught in the crossfire of all of this.
Fine. But just remember, this could have helped everybody who was too scared to fight with us.
modulate the broadcast signal to sound like it's the guard captain's voice. But one of you has to actually say the words. Any volunteers?
I'll do it. All right, you lugs. Boss says to clear out of the hangar, so get moving. Double time.
Well, that probably did it. I think.
Ugh. We're ready. We've never been so ready. If we don't move now, we're never going to get another shot like this.
Oh, there is one more thing. Sahar, can you take a look at the encryption tokens on our comm frequencies? We can't risk Yusindu's people slicing into our chatter. I get the feeling you know a thing or two about the subject.
Oh, of course. I'll be right back.
This has all been hard on her. Every thought in her head is darkened by our struggle. And the struggles of another. But helping people seems to mend her broken resolve a bit.
Everything you've done so far will slow down Yusindu's reinforcements, but it won't last forever. If we're gonna pull this off before the slug's backup can get past our defenses, we'll need to split up for the last phase of the plan. That means you're on your own. Can you handle that?
That's the spirit!
Audie's going to get the hangar's freight elevator up and running. That'll get enough people inside to overwhelm the security teams that are already there.
Which means more people on those shuttles, and more people out of this swamp.
I'll be running point on the turret defenses, making sure those are shut down before we get into the hangar.
You, my friend, have the most important job of all.
Even when we control the hangar, our window of time to get out of there is too short. We can't manually input destination coordinates into every shuttle.
If you get into the control tower, you can transmit destination codes to everyone all at once. I'll send the coordinates once we're on the move.
I've done repairs on the control tower's console before. It can be a little finicky. Let me walk you through how to make it work if you run into any problems.
While you two do that, I'll go check on Sahar.
Here. Do not tell Audie I gave you this. I don't like it either, but I have to do this. Just put these coordinates into the control tower console when it's time. The shuttle coordinates Audie's going to send you, they go to Rhodia. He thinks we'll all be safe there, but the Hutts took him when he was a kid. He hasn't been back since. We won't know anybody. We'll have nothing. It won't be home. The coordinates I gave you will take us to an Evakai rebel camp on Hutta. I've already made contact with them. They're willing to take us in, if we pull our weight. I don't expect you to understand. You don't see the things we see. You haven't had your home poisoned by a bunch of corrupt slugs. Please, don't make me beg. I can't run away like Audie wants me to.
Looks like everyone knows what they've got to do. Ready?
Time to go.
We're throwing everything we've got at them, but the guards just keep coming!
Get this door open, now! We're trying. We can't bypass these lockdown procedures. I don't care.
It's Sahar!
Even if you have to.
What is she? You! Coward! Snake!
this door.
I've got it. Incoming. Problem here. There's a safety protocol that keeps overriding all of my attempts at overloading the turrets.
Same here. Every time I slice past the lockdown operation, I get a warning that the elevator can't run until the emergency systems have been turned off.
Are you kidding me? When did Yusindu install safety features?
I don't know, but if I don't figure this out soon, a whole lot of people aren't getting out of here with us.
And if that rotten slug gets wind of what we're doing before I knock out these turrets, we're all going to have a bad time.
Don't worry, we'll figure this out. We don't have time to reach both of them.
Good. Hurry!
All right. You two get those guns offline.
We will. We've got this, Adi.
I know you do. I'll keep at this elevator.
I've never seen anything like this safety protocol. There's gotta be a guard around who has the security code cylinder to turn it off.
I'll find one. Racket, I have the security code cylinder.
Find a security junction. You can upload the code remotely to me.
That's it. Security code uploaded. Racket?
Just a few more seconds.
This ends now, you miserable lowlifes! The features of my state-of-the-art dissemination droid are beyond your feeble comprehension! Now how do I shoot the blasters? Seen this button before? I wonder what it does. God, deal with these miscreants. Where is everyone? Your proprietor has summoned you!
Here it is. We're so close.
Instruction manual.
We did it! This is it? This is everyone!
We need to move, Adi.
Right. Let's get out of here.
You've had a difficult path getting here. I hope it gets easier.
Thank you. And thanks for all you did. Wait! Maybe we could still fix the freight elevator. Give everyone down below a fighting chance.
We have to go. Now. Or none of this will have mattered.
You'll never make it unless the two of you work together.
Come on. I can't do this without you.
All right! I'm right behind you! You two better get moving.
I hope we did the right thing. We need to hurry.
What's the plan once we're aboard? How do we find the holocron? Come on, Sahar. You've made it all this way. Don't falter now.
I know. I know what I need to do, just... After all that, so many were left behind. What if they never find each other again? Why didn't you send them somewhere safe? You took away their chance to be free.
It doesn't matter. They wouldn't have been any better off on Rhodia.
You don't know that.
I need to know the plan, Sahar.
The systems access room is right next to the shuttle bay. We need to get to it fast. I have the codes to shut off alarms, comms, area restrictions, anything that could slow us down. And anything that can keep Hedda from sending the rest of her fleet after us.
What exactly are we up against?
We can handle it. I just need to make sure no one calls for backup or blocks off our only way to the machine.
If you do this, word will get back to Hedda and your brother. They'll know it was you.
I know.
Let's go.
Oh no.
What's happening?
My security code stopped working. Come on! Into the maintenance shaft. I can slice the comm channels from there. I released the locks on every door on this ship. If they haven't noticed something's wrong by now...
Then we need to move.
Not until I shut down their comm channels. That takes care of the alarms.
It's her! Get away from them!
No! I'm not going to hurt you!
Don't listen to her! Everyone stand your ground!
She and her Mando friends ripped us away from our lives, our homes, our families. Most of us didn't even know we could use the Force. And now you know what they're going to make us do?
Please, we don't have time to argue. Just come with us.
We'll take our chances on our own. Fine. Lead the way.
Thank you.
Everyone, wait here.
We'll be back soon. I promise.
Don't worry. We've got each other's back.
Please use all products, only head.
Whatever you're doing, it isn't here, Sahar. What you wanted?
Hedda Cole built this?
Not just her. If I hadn't... This ends right now. We shut it all down. And without the holocron, Hedda can't do this again.
No!
Rakan! Enough!
Don't you dare speak! Disgusting, worthless filth! I see what you are. You tricked Hedda. Blinded her with your Jedi sorcery. Turned her away from me. Now you betray her! You betray me! This is why you came back. Why you couldn't stay away. There was still something left to take from me.
What did I take from you?
Everything!
I gave you everything. I turned my back on my friends, on my home, to find you. To fix a mistake that someone else made. I taught you what no one else would. I went against everything I believe in to follow your field marshal. I'm done, Rakan. Hedda's not going to hurt anyone else. We're taking the holocron.
You said everything there is to say. Let's finish this.
Go. Now. Rakan, you're going to die if you keep listening to Hedda. And for what? Will she even notice? We can fix this. Both of us.
You were always weak, Sahar! You can't even face me alone! You will have a traitor's death! You will have a traitor's death!
Reactor core defense systems have been initialized.
I told Hannah not to trust you! Now she will see the truth!
I don't care about her, Rakan!
Reactor core containment systems damaged. Electronic outflow incidents may occur.
You led Hannah off the true path!
I didn't even want this! I just wanted to help you!
Reactor core containment systems deteriorating. Urgent repairs necessary.
Don't do this! We'll all die!
I don't care! If that's what it takes to stop you from ruining Hedda's plans!
Reactor core containment systems. Meltdown imminent. All hands abandon ship.
The fall had killed you! There will be nothing left of you! Why won't you die? Finished with you! There will be nothing left of you! Why won't you die? There will be nothing left of you! Why won't you die? There will be nothing left of you!
Rakan!
Sahar! We have to move!
No! Help me!
Sahar.
Take it.
Over there! Move!
I don't know what happened. The ship just came apart.
Thank the stars you made it back!
Is anyone hurt? We need to get moving now.
We're fine. Nothing happened after you got us back here, other than the whole ship coming apart.
This is gonna be close.
Yeah, but how long before those Mandalorians track us down again?
That explains why no one could tell me where you went after you took that holo call. And Sahar? Where is she?
She gave everything to make sure I got away safely.
Then we'll make sure she's honored for what she did. Tao was starting to think she might see Sahar again. She was so sure she was coming back.
You can let Tao know that without Sahar, I wouldn't have this.
Darth Maul's holocron.
And it's out of Hedda Cole's hands. With this, we'll have nothing to fear from Malgus's plans.
After everything we've gone through to find that, it's a shame that it took losing another one of our own to get it. At least it'll be safe once it's in Jedi hands.
It's going to take all of us working together to make sure this doesn't happen again.
You're right. I'll start pulling together all the relevant people. Seeing the holocron in person after all this time is going to be... I don't even know what to think. And what about them? What's going to happen to them?
I know that certain allowances would need to be made, but can't the Jedi accommodate them?
Unless any of them have already started Jedi training, they'll be turned away.
Can we afford to turn anyone away?
Master Saldarin is still focused on finding lost Jedi and bringing them back into the Order. It might be a while before we can turn our attention to something like this. If it were up to me, they would have every chance to prove themselves. But it's not my call to make.
They can stay on Odessen. Sonore is more than capable of seeing to their training and keeping them safe.
If you can spare the resources, it's a better solution than leaving them to fend for themselves. I'll try to think of some way to explain this to Master Nosteral. Talk soon.
Jakaya, I owe you an apology. With the first whisper of betrayal, you said to rein in the clans. I should have listened. But I'll cut you a deal. You don't say I told you so? Then I won't either. We needed someone suited to all the practical nonsense of leadership. I told you that wasn't me. If Hedda continues, we lose everything. All of us, the Republic and the Sith, will destroy the Mandoade no matter whose banner they carry. Shielding us from an outside threat, ensuring our future, is something I can do. It's what I will do. Hedda, and there's only one person who can tell me how to find her. The reason that Sith Bestrash ended up in her hands. Jakaya. I hope you understand.